We are back with another one as we get ready to move to 8 a.m. beginning Monday. When Thursdays and Friday shows will be mega shows to prepare y'all for the 4 hours of madness that we're going to bring to you 5 days a week. With that in mind, let's go. On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Kevin Durant, you should have left California.
This bronzesexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised that the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Yeah, baby! Let's go. You may want to push a button on your end, Shane O'Mac, because I didn't hear you.
No, don't tell me they're doing this again.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Figures.
The war with technology in the 21st century continues. Good morning. Welcome to the wacky bronzesexual Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. That right there is the big dog, Shane Lake. He is, I may as well say it, he's my new partner in the morning. Cole Johnson is our executive producer. Victor Locke rides shotgun with us. He'll do that beginning tomorrow. And I am excited, my friend, about the move to 8 a.m. 5 days a week. And you, Cole, Vic, daughters, my wife, all are like, push the envelope, go for it. So let's do this cotton picking thing. And we are on WQEE 99.1 in Atlanta, WLEO in Baltimore, and WEIS in Chicago. So we are getting the stations. Now let's show a little love for one of the greatest basketball coaches, men or women, ever. Since I got into women's basketball, I always knew the name Tara VanDerveer.
Yep.
Last night, the news came down that she is retiring, leaving a legacy nobody else could touch. She has the most wins in college basketball history, men or women. Let me just read this here. Man, she played at Albany University, played at Indiana. She was a guard. She started at Idaho in 1978. 1980, she moved to Columbus and coached at Ohio State until 1985. And 1985, she went to the school that would make her a legend. And that, of course, is Stanford. Final record looks like this: 1,216 to 271. That's an 82% winning percentage. 82%. She has won 3 titles, 90, 92, and 2021. She's gone to the Final Four 11 times. I believe that's right. 5-time National Coach of the Year. 5 times. She's been the Pac-10/Pac-12 Coach of the Year. The first one she won was in 1989, then 1990, 1995, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006, 2008, 2009, and then this past year, 2024. I mean, the accolades are ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
But she's earned all of them.
She truly has. I mean, there's no equivalent to her. None.
No one can tell me that there is one better than Tara VanDerveer.
No.
I mean every word of that. No one can say that aloud.
82% winning percentage.
82%, my man.
That is insane in a game like this.
It is insane. It is insane. Man, there's no way we can put into words all the love that we have for Tara VanDerveer.
Nope, there isn't.
She was the first coach I recognized when I got into women's college basketball. And once again, I got into women's college ball in 1982 when a young lady by the name of Cheryl Miller was tearing it up at USC. Cynthia Cooper, Kim Mulkey was at Louisiana Tech, and Louisiana Tech sprang the upset in 83. I want to say 83 because they've met several times. But when you talk about women's college basketball, one of the first programs besides UConn and LSU, one of the programs that you must mention is Stanford. Why? Tara VanDerveer.
Exactly. She knew exactly how to get the most out of the players. It didn't matter the draft class. It didn't matter recruitment class. She knew what she was doing, and her way worked for the last 30 years plus.
38 years, man.
That's insanity.
I saw the news come down, and I started crying. We wish her nothing but the best in her retirement. But it's going to be strange looking at the Stanford bench next year, and I'll have Coach VanDerveer there. It's going to be strange.
It's going to be. I mean, it's not often you hear coaches staying with a team that long.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what sport it is. It is very rare you hear of a coach staying over 30 years with a team.
She's one of the rarest of the rare. All right. She's one of the rarest of the rare.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I wish? I wish that I was the voice for Stanford. I wish I was the play-by-play voice for the Stanford Cardinal. I applied last year to be the voice for California in Berkeley.
Mm-hmm.
But then my health went sideways, and I couldn't complete the process. All the big-time openings I'm going to apply for. But back to this. What you can't say about Tara VanDerveer is that she's a loser, is that she didn't coach great young women and coach them up and get them ready for the next level. Man, please. She also coached the Olympic team to a gold medal in 1996. Why wouldn't you want to have that kind of why wouldn't you want to have that kind of guidance? We already mentioned the men's equivalent to Tara VanDerveer, Mike Krzyzewski.
Coach K. He hung around Duke how long?
I know it was over 30 years.
Exactly. Again, it's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
But that just means they believe in what they're doing with that program.
Well, she left the program, VanDerveer did, in very good hands because a 17-year assistant by the name of Kate Pay will take over in VanDerveer's stead and be the brand new coach of the Stanford Cardinal women's basketball team. And I never thought I would see this day. But you know something? If you could leave a program in good hands, you may as well leave it in a program of an assistant who has always been there for you and with you.
Exactly.
And Kate Pay has a daunting task in front of her, but being around Coach VanDerveer, I don't think this will be a problem.
No, it won't be. She's going to use a lot of what she learned underneath VanDerveer, and she's going to put her own twist on it, I'm sure. And who knows? We'll probably end up seeing Stanford back up at the top again.
When you think of Tara VanDerveer, and I want to give you the floor for a few minutes, when you think of Tara VanDerveer, what comes to mind?
I have to quote Bret Hart in one word: excellence of execution. Plain and simple. The way she could get that team to execute everything game plan wise was remarkable. And the coaching style you don't see nowadays. There's a few, I got to put it like this, there's only a few of the old dogs left in the game.
Yep.
And that coaching style has gone down by the board. She knew how to keep it going. And look where Stanford ended up this year, contending in the brackets. I have a feeling they're in very capable hands, and I got a feeling they'll be back again.
I have no doubt whatsoever that the Cardinal will be back again.
Easily.
So to Tara VanDerveer, we salute you. You say goodbye and leave a hell of a legacy. And you know what? There will never, ever, ever. We always toss the phrase around, there will never be another, and then we insert the player or coach. There will never be another Michael Jordan, ever. There will never be another Joe Montana. There will never be another Tom Brady. There certainly will never be another Mario Lemieux or Wayne Gretzky.
There will never be another Derek Jeter.
There will never be another Derek Jeter at all. There will never be another Jim Durham. There'll never be another Johnny Most or Chick Hearn or Pat Summerall or Dick Enberg or Al Michaels. From the women's basketball coaching ranks, we can say this with conviction. There will never, ever, ever be another Tara VanDerveer. We thank you, Tara. All of us that have been true fans of women's college basketball, we thank you. And we wish you nothing but the best in your retirement. To say you have earned it would be a horrible understatement. You've more than earned it. You stuck around when you didn't have to because you felt it was your duty to these young ladies. 3 national championships is nothing to sneeze at, folks. Nothing to sneeze at all. It's just a little tough. it's just a little tough when one of the greats calls it quits. But we thank you, Coach VanDerveer. We thank you very much. All right. I give a warning. Y'all are going to see some things pop up on the screen and then pop off of the screen. That's because I'm here experimenting and I'm trying a few different things to make sure the sizes are right for all the overlays I'm going to create, because I'm in a very creative mood and this show is going to be the test dummy. So why not take a break? When we come back, why are two of the divisions in the National League a snooze fest? And why is the most exciting division in the National League the National League East? What? You have got to be kidding. No, we're not kidding. With the big dog Shane Lake, I am the Snowman. We're back in a minute.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color of crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. I am joined by the big dog Shane Lake. Victor will join us tomorrow, and let's dive into some. Wait a minute, I didn't get my soundboard up. Let me tell the fans again. I'm working on a few things here in studio, so y'all may see some things pop up and then pop off. I'm doing the experiment while this show is going for the next 3 hours, just to make sure A, that we can pull it off, and B, it'll be in the shape that it needs to be in. Because last night I spent the better part of an hour trying to research, what sizes I need. I couldn't find a doggone thing.
That don't surprise me.
I mean, the secrets were out there once upon a time, and now it seems like they pulled them. That's okay. Old Snowman's going to do what he does, and that's experiment with some trial and error. So y'all are going to see some live trial and error here. And while that happens, I must do this. There's a black man on this program that's going to talk about baseball. You're damn right, because I love baseball. We're going to start with the National League. And I got to tell you, Shane, it's crowded in the National League East so far. So far, it's crowded, but it is early. It is quite early.
Yeah, we're only 10, 12 games into the season, but right now, granted, the Marlins are doing Marlin things.
Of course.
You got the Braves, Phillies, Nationals, and Mets within 3.5 games of each other early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the Nationals are coming off of a 3-game win streak right now, including last night. Yeah, it's kind of getting there already. It means it's going to tell me September with this division is going to be
hell.
It's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be hell, and it is going to be fun to watch, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it, man. Meanwhile, the other two divisions are a snooze fest.
Yep. Dodgers in the West have the only winning record out in that division.
Go figure.
Yeah, I know, right? Tyler Glasnow came off of a 14K performance last night. Yeah, that's already going to be fun.
I think that West division's already sealed. I hate saying it, but I think that West division's already done.
That West division was sealed when they signed Shohei.
God, don't remind me.
And then you've got the Central.
The National League Comedy Central.
With everybody within 3 games, but the Pirates currently have the 9-3 record. Brewers sitting at 7-3, Cubs 7-4, Reds 6-5, Cardinals 6-6.
Damn Cubs.
Damn
it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
But
now I know what I'm gonna get. Why are you saying that about the Cubs? Because I hate the Cubs and I hate Cub fans. There, how do you like that? I hate the Cubs and I hate Cub fans. I've always had this unbridled natural hatred for the Chicago Cubs because I'm a South Sider to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
My team ain't gonna do a doggone thing this year at 2-9. But hey, we got a win yesterday, so I'll take that. Back to the Comedy Central, that is the National League Central Division. Is anything gonna change in that division?
I really don't see a power shift coming right now. We could see something leading into the All-Star game or definitely after the trade deadline. But right now, I really don't see a huge power shift, and I really don't see a huge power struggle. I just see this division kind of just being, honestly, like the NFC East. Someone's going to walk away with it early, try to go in cruise control, blunder it all to hell. And then next thing you know, come September, everyone's going to be sitting within 3 games of each other.
They're going to be beating the hell out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be beating. It's like the NFC East. Like you said, they're going to be beating the hell out of each other.
Exactly.
That's all I can say. They're going to be beating the hell out of each other. And we're like, what? What the hell?
Exactly. You look at the fact that the Brewers, Cubs, and Cardinals all ended up winning a game last night. Reds and Pirates took the loss.
Yep.
It's going to be like this all season long in this division. You're going to see people maybe going on a 2 or 3 game win streak. And then you're going to see them go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak.
Yep.
It's going to be inconsistency central.
I love it. Inconsistency central. Inconsistency central with all 5 of those teams. And the oddest thing of all that you see in the National League Central is the team that's leading the division.
Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Pirates. How the hell does that happen?
Well, they're coming off of a relatively decent 4-game stretch where they beat the Orioles in the last game of that home series. Mm-hmm. And then they ended up taking the first game against Detroit and then lost the second game.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're on the road for 4 against Philadelphia.
Oh boy.
And then they're on the road for 3 against the Mets.
Once again. Oh boy.
Pretty much.
Oh boy. Boy,
Yeah.
buddy. Man.
Yep.
Well, I'm testing everything out here.
Right.
I'm testing everything out. Oh, that gives me an idea. That's something I can mess with. I'll mess with it later. Zhink. But I think I just about got it. Let's go back to the East while I'm experimenting here. Back to the East Division. Who do you see finally taking control of that division and running away? If there's a team in that division that will run away.
Honestly, looking at the way things have gone recently, I've got to basically give it up to the Nationals. They're on a 3-game winning streak after taking 1 out of their 3 against Philadelphia. They're up 2 against the Giants. They've got the 3:45 game, which we all know is the travel game for everybody.
That's the travel day. That's the travel day game.
But then they've got to take on the lowly Oakland A's. And then they have got the West Coast.
That spooks me. That spooks me. You got a hot team like the Nationals. They're busy beating the hell out of the Giants, right?
Yep.
Then they go play a lowly team like Oakland. That frightens me.
You want to know what the biggest fright is? They're wrapping up the West Coast swing against the Dodgers.
Oy.
And that's ugly. Because one of those games is going to be Glasnow pitching.
Yep. I hate to say it, but that could probably end their season right there.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I hate saying it. That could end their season right there. And I don't want to say it either, but the Dodgers are the Dodgers.
Yep.
Would I love to see a hell of an upset by the Pittsburgh Pirates? Yes. But the Dodgers are the Dodgers. Good Lord.
Yeah, they are.
And then you got Pittsburgh traveling west to play the Dodgers. Eesh.
Washington's got the Dodgers. Pittsburgh's next schedule is Philly, New York, and then they're home for 3 against my Red Sox.
The Washington Nationals could pull something off like they did in 2019. Because remember that 2019, they started 19-31 and wound up winning the damn thing.
Yeah, they end up basically running the table after the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. They ran the table. Ran the table big time. Man, we'll have to see. And Washington was one of my upset picks. There we go. There we go. What do you think?
I like it.
Me too. I'm going to make some improvements on it as we go. I like this. Now, I'm going to add a couple of things to it so y'all see a couple of things pop up with it. That's our look at the National League. Who do y'all think is going to be the king of the National League? I will tell you right now, my projection, it is not going to be Atlanta. I don't trust Atlanta in October.
Same. Atlanta in October. This ain't the 2000s. This ain't the early 2000s.
This ain't the 1995 Braves. I don't trust Atlanta in October. I mean, I love the regular season runs by some teams. Don't get it twisted. I love it. But you got to do it in October. And Atlanta has not done it.
Now, the bigger question is Philly going to Philly and screw up in October, or could we actually see them do something else?
Philadelphia had the National League Championship Series in their hands, up 3-2, going back to Philadelphia.
And blew it.
Bad.
Massively.
Ryan McCarthy is with us. He says, good day, Snow Crew. Good day to you, Ryan, here up in Saratoga, New York. The NL Central is boring? Hardly. That might be the most fun to watch. Remember, it's April. Yeah, that's why it's boring, damn it. Now, all the fun stuff, and I know baseball fans all over the world will agree with me. I know you will agree with me because you're a baseball savant. All the fun doesn't start until the All-Star break.
Exactly.
And then everything after the All-Star break, all hell breaks loose.
All-Star break, trade deadline, and then the push for the pennant. That's where the fun is.
Yeah, the All-Star break is when the fun really starts. You know? The All-Star break is when the fun really starts. Because at the All-Star break, like I said, all hell breaks loose.
Yep. Even though the game don't mean anything anymore.
Don't remind me. Ryan also says, if any division is the Comedy Central, it's the American League Comedy Central. No lie to be found.
Nope.
No lie to be found. And the White Sox are struggling in the AL Comedy Central. We'll get to that, and we got a lot more to get to. And of course, we're going to mix in a little football. In fact, I'm going to flip it for one of the subjects we have here. And thank you, Shane, for putting this lineup together. You are now officially in charge of finding and putting the daily lineup together. What say you, sir?
Let's do it.
There you go, folks. Shane's taking over the duties of putting the slate together. And we're going to be preparing for our mega shows tomorrow and Friday. And we drive toward Monday, 8 in the morning. We get it. Because we are not competing with the big boys. We are defeating the big boys. That's what I love about this. When people say you can't, we show them we can. And no. We don't show them that we can. We show them that we will. Shane is busily getting his notes together because when we come back, we are going to the American League, talk about some surprises and some flops. And the Yankees are leading the American League East. My John Sterling impression. Yankees win. The Yankees win. And Shane's going to sock me one during the break. Don't do it. You can't sock me one during the break. I'm disabled, remember? There, he just did.
Back after this.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. You kids on the block. New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Peckham's. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister?
Everything Boston. I love you morons. You kids from the block. New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck. Matt Damon. Go yourself again. Jason Whitlock.
Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Peckham's. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube. Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying. But this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Bobby J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
That's something else y'all are going to see. The extended breaks between segments, because both of us like run around like crazy. Just getting stuff done. And with everyone giving us some great advice, including Cole Johnson, including my beautiful bride, Jody, we're going to make this not only an award-winning show, but $1 billion show.
Yep.
Because my wife said something to me 3 years ago that kind of got the wheels turning when she said, your show is going to make the money. She flat out told me that. She says, your show is going to be your moneymaker. You can still do the local play-by-play because I know that's really your passion and how you got started, but your show is going to be the moneymaker. That stuck with me. That stuck with me. And since then, everybody that has seen the show has told me the same thing.
There's going to be a reason we're going to be in New Orleans come February, dude.
Man, week of February 9th. That's our first major mission. Do enough NFL coverage and then apply for credentials. Don't meet us in New Orleans. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Because we are going to New Orleans. for the Super Bowl. And I was driving with my wife recently. We were coming back from Louisville, as a matter of fact. She said, "What's the first dream you want to accomplish?" And without hesitation, I said, "You and me and Radio Row in New Orleans next February." And though I can't say it the way I can't say the response the way she said it. She says, "Let's go get this ish." She looked me dead in dog. She looked me dead in the eye. Now you've seen Jody and I together. You've seen it on screen when she comes on screen with me. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "Let's go get it."
I'm all for it, man. I said it yesterday when we were talking off camera. We get down there, I'm breaking out the Dawn look.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm breaking out the Kingpin look.
They ain't ready for us, dog.
They're not. They're really not. Okay, to the American League. We'll talk dreams before we go to hour 2. Okay, the Yankees are leading the East. Any surprise there? If you ask Baltimore and Boston, they say yes. I say no. But I couple it with a question. Are they going to keep the lead in the East Division? Again, my answer is no. Because something is going to happen to piss Baltimore off, and away they go again with another 100-win season. I believe in the Baltimore Orioles, man.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Baltimore go 100 plus again. I mean, the offense they put up yesterday afternoon against Boston, and then they got Jackson Holiday coming up.
Oh boy, Jackson. I seen this kid, man.
He is going to help them out at second base offensively speaking, because they're only getting a 206 batting average with a 636 OPS out of second base production this year. He is going to liven those sticks up.
He's going to roll. I can't wait to see him play. I'm so excited to see him play. Seriously, I am so excited to see him play.
And word is he's in Boston already for game 2.
This is a 20-year-old kid. This is a 20-year-old kid that is feeling the moment, a la Bryce Harper when he came up with the Nats. This is a 20-year-old kid. Oh, boy.
And I'll tell you, there's going to be a reason why Boston's going to have something to say about New York being in the lead right now.
And that
Tyler O'Neill.
Oh, God, Tyler O'Neill. Oh, boy.
Has been on a rip.
He's been on a tear.
6 home runs in 11 games. Co-leading the league with, of course, Mike Trout.
Yep.
O'Neill has come alive for Beantown.
I want that to stay the way it is, man. I love when these young players just come up and kick ass. Luis Robert, anyone?
Right.
Eloy Jimenez, anyone? He said, Ryan McCarthy says, yeah, they did. And I was at Yankee Stadium on Monday when Nestor Cortez pitched a gem of a game. Man, Nestor Cortez is nasty.
Yeah, he is.
Nestor Cortez is nasty. All right.
Very much so.
I don't want to face him.
No, I don't want to face him either, especially if he's got his good stuff going.
Listen.
I don't want that smoke.
No. Nor do I. I said, man, you got to face Nestor Cortez. Okay, I'm sitting down right now.
Right?
I'm sitting down right now. Like, why are you sitting down? That's Nestor Cortez, man. That's like facing a young Justin Verlander. Not in this world, you ain't. Nestor Cortez is nasty.
very
I love what he brings to that
much so.
Yankee. I love what he brings to that Yankee staff. They got to stay healthy, though.
And
They got to
that's
stay
the
healthy.
problem.
Yeah, that's that. Not only is that the problem, the biggest problem they have, no Garrett Cole until at least July, if then.
And that's the problem. If he's out till minimum July, who's going to take over as the ace officially?
Probably Cortez.
It would have to be at this point.
Probably Cortez. So Ryan Ruocco, one of the Yankee voices, along with the great Michael Kay, get ready. That's all I got to say.
Facts.
Want to welcome those of you listening on our newest digital broadcast station, and it's one that I created up in Indianapolis, Indiana, WJKS. And I want to thank you all for tuning in there and showing that station some love while we get everything together here. Ryan McCarthy, one more time. I said on my show that if the offense can get going and the pitching can hold up before Garrett Cole gets back, they'll be in good shape. I agree. I absolutely agree.
But the problem is you got a DH who's injury prone in Giancarlo Stanton.
Man,
if he can stay healthy for even 120 games, that's better than normal.
But see, why was he healthy when he was with Florida / Miami all those years? And then he gets to the Yankees and nothing.
Oh,
and nothing.
Let's contribute that to the fact of, I don't know, look at the size of Giancarlo.
But still, he was healthy for many moons in Miami. Many moons.
And after you hit that roadblock in the 30s, it's a problem. You can't have that much power without paying for it in the back half.
Oh, hell no. Okay. I said that I wouldn't let this guy get to me, but he got to me.
Oh, God.
All right. I got to do this side note because now this guy is pissing me off. Jody and I have a Facebook, and I'm exposing his crazy ass. On one of my okay, let me take it slow here. And I'm sorry to waste time on this, folks, but I want y'all to realize who I've been dealing with and why he's been such an ass to me. Okay? There's a fellow by the name of Delbert Eugene Yates Jr., and yes, I'm using his full government name. He said some things on my page along with my wife that thoroughly pissed me off. Okay, when I was in the hospital for my kidney this past December, my wife on our Tall Man and Dr. K page says, quote, could use some prayers. Brian Snow is in ER, kidney is failing, and they suspect more blood clots. Also has some infection that they have him on two different antibiotics to try and treat it, running lots of tests, and we'll be admitting him. All right. My brother Maceo Hurd says prayers up for the Snowman. There are a few people that liked it, but Dale Yates Jr. decided to write this. And Shane, you better make sure that your food goes down, because you being one of my best friends and knowing me for over a decade, I know how angry the big dog can get if someone in his circle is threatened. He wrote, quote, karma is a bitch. This is what happens when you cheat, con, lie, and steal throughout your whole adult life. Karma is getting Brian. Let me read that again, folks. Let me read that again. And this time, I'm not going to just erase his comment. I'm keeping it up. I'm going to take a photo of this and every other comment he leaves on any of my pages and use it as motivation. He said, quote, "Karma is a bitch. This is what happens when you cheat, con, lie, and steal throughout your whole adult life. Karma is getting Brian." Close quote. I am not going to hate to do this because now you piss me off. Sit down.
Before you fry his ass, do you happen to see my eyes right now?
Uh-huh.
Does that tell you the story of what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Fry his ass.
Give me this camera. Mr. Yates, stop projecting, will you please? If karma was getting me, I'd be dead. If karma was getting me, I'd be in a box. If karma was getting me, I would have given this up upon your advice in 2010 when everything was coming down on me. And I emphasize the word was. I'm still here. And I'm actually going to respond to his comment just to piss him off. I said, no, it's not. It's coming for you instead. And it will come for you. It will come for you. You see, I'm going to repeat something that you told me in 2010 and later 2011 when I was going through hell in a handbasket living in Gary, Indiana. People actually like me. People actually love me. People actually support me and know my conditions. And there are a couple. When I contracted cancer in 2021, this ignorant sumbitch actually fixed his whole mouth. And I'm going to talk about this tomorrow because I want Victor here. This sumbitch actually fixed his whole mouth to say the following, quote, "You got cancer. Karma's a bitch." Close quote. There's more. He contradicted himself by saying, quote, "You don't have cancer. Quit trying to con people." Close quote. I can tell you, Dale Yates Jr., there's at least 100 people that know my battle with cancer. There's 100 people that at least 100 people that actually pay attention to me. I put on my Tall Man Dr. K page as well as my front page. Want to advertise on Snowman in the Morning for a wonderful rate? Comment below and plan to commit for a year. He writes back, crickets. Nobody listens. Nobody is giving you a dime for advertising a show on a show nobody listens to. All right, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm looking up in this corner right now, and it may not be a big number, but there are 40 people listening. There are 40 people watching. And most of the action I'm getting, oddly enough, is on Twitter. I'm going to flip that to YouTube numbers in time. Nobody listens to me, huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean nobody listens? I got people here that know what I'm going through. And I'm responding to another one of his comments. I just flipped him off on one. He said, "You just won't stop trying to con people. Get a job." Man, let me erase this comment. I already said with him what I needed. I already said to him what I needed to say. And now that I know which page he is commenting on the most, I can easily screenshot what he put together. And I got more screenshots of what this sumbitch has said to me over the years. And forgive me for the cussing, but this is one of those days I just may go off and completely let go. Completely let go. Because I'm sick and tired of people not just attacking me, but attacking Shane, attacking Jody, attacking Cheyenne, attacking Sonia, Dakota, and anyone in my circle. Especially this son of a bitch. Talking about no one wants to help me. No one wants to be with me. I need a button. I need a button. And I apologize to the folks in Atlanta. I'll start sending you shows on Monday. Listen, you dumb. You tried stopping me several times and you didn't do it. You tried getting people against me since 2010 when I decided not to pay you because you hacked into my Facebook page, you stupid. I'm still here. People love me. People listen. And I've had people ask where they can listen and watch my show. You dumb. Now I get to say something to you that I've wanted to say for years, and I get to say it on my platform, and you can't do anything about it because it's my platform. You, and I repeat, you. Matter of fact, where's the Rock at? Where's the wait. Let me throw a few elements at this son of a bitch. You trying to stop me?
Bitch, please.
Karma that I got cancer?
Bitch, are you for real?
Karma that all these health problems are happening to me?
You for real?
I wouldn't beat cancer, huh?
Stop it. Get some help.
And by the way, Samuel, tell him.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Y'all are going to have to forgive me for repeating that line in full, but I will in just a moment. But just know this. You can't stop me. You can't contain me. You won't stop me from turning this show into $1 billion a year venture. I would say you got no right to comment on my pages, but go ahead and comment. I don't care. This is one of the only times I'm going to respond to you. When you take something that my wife says and turn it into your own personal vendetta, you son of a bitch, you can't stop us. You won't even contain us. Now get up. Hold that thought.
False start.
I'm still here. And you can't do anything about it. Every comment you leave is going to get screenshot. Every word that you say in a negative fashion is going to be fuel. Fuel for me, not to prove you wrong because you've been wrong all along, but to prove my gamble right. I gambled on myself, and so far I'm winning the battle. Now, when the money starts coming in, keep your hands in. Give me this. When the money starts coming in, and it will by the top of the year, keep your hands in your fucking pockets. Because you gets nothing and will like it. Now, beat it.
Now, I've got a little something to add on to that.
Oh.
Since apparently my name's getting brought up in all of this, at the end of the day,
Hold up. Let me let me just go ahead and give this to you. I know we're at the top of the hour we all owe y'all an ID, but I got to step away for a minute. I'm going to give Dog the seat. Hey, Dell, sit the back down. I'll be right back. Now cook.
So apparently you want to come after a legend like me who's busting ass alongside the Snowman to turn this into a legacy? Son, you done screwed up in the worst way possible. Because this is a freight train and you about to see what happens when you stare into the light, boy. Because we gonna be coming through and there ain't a brick wall in the world that's gonna stop us, let alone your candy ass. So trust me when I say this. Enjoy the view from the bottom of the mountain. The view from the top is a hell of a lot nicer. Too bad you ain't going to be able to enjoy it with us. Now do me a favor. To quote the late, great Bray Wyatt, run. Now get off this damn seat, boy. I know we owe you guys a break and we're going to give it to you shortly, but I hate when my name gets brought up because I got thick enough skin. I deal with my own battles on the sim track, but someone wants to bring me up in a battle like this? Oh, you're going to find out one thing. My bark ain't as bad as my bite. Trust me. I ain't afraid to draw blood when I have to. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to lock and load and turn this into a legacy. That's why we're doing what we're doing for this place. That's why we're actually making the moves we're making. We gonna be enjoying the ride, and we're taking all of you guys with us. And Vic, believe me, when I go short, sweet, and to the point, not only do they get sicked, they get buried. Now do yourself a favor, Dell. Stay out the way of the train, because we coming. Now it's time to turn the heat down on the seat because we have got 2 more hours for you guys, and it's going to be fun. Oh, what else we got on deck for today for you guys? Oh, wow. You know what? I'm actually going to deviate a little bit since Snowman's still handling business, and I got to talk about something. And Vic, you're going to enjoy this. Snowman actually brought to my attention something. I'm sure we're going to cover it in depth a little bit later on, so I'll tease you guys with this. Some idiot posted on Facebook how Dak Prescott's a better option for San Fran than Brock Purdy. I'm sorry, what part of the moronic republic of Cowboy Nation did that come from? I mean, are we serious here? Are we legitimately serious that someone is actually saying Dak Prescott's a better option than Brock Purdy? I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit later. But we owe you guys a break.
Yeah, we sure do. And I got a question to ask you. I got a question to ask you off camera. Okay. All right. We owe you a break and we owe you an ID. So let's take a few minutes. We'll be back for the second hour of Snowman in the Morning after this.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk and they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground, and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Everything Boston. I love you, you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color of crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
10 after the hour. It's hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning, along with the big dog. I am he called the Snowman, and thank you for backing me up. I appreciate it.
You know I got you, man. As I said, this is
11
going to be a
years.
legacy.
Yep. 11 years we've known each other, man. You believe that?
Dark Knight owes that one.
And he's, man, I've been told and criticized for years when I bring something personal up on my show, even to the point that recently, I always, when Jay is here with us on Monday and we talk about a certain network, I'm going to expose his ass. Tobacco Road Sports Network, they're a bunch of crooks.
Mm.
And the man in charge is Desmond Johnson. He's a bigger crook. He's a crook. Because he was getting sponsors and I was only getting paid for one of them, and I was running my show on his network 5 days a week. Something wrong with that picture?
Quite a bit.
He would give me ads to run on my show, but wouldn't pay me for it. He only paid me for one sponsor that he had. One that he obtained. You crook. I had several people tell me about his ass too.
Meanwhile, we've got a couple of great sponsors working with us now.
Yep. One of them is betus.com, where the game begins, and the other is Invader Coffee, and we're working on more. Oh, side note to Delbert Eugene Yates Jr., I had a 2-time Emmy award-winning producer tell me I was made to do this. So, nah, and she'll be with us tomorrow. Deb Whitkus, Friday, I beg your pardon, Friday. The Friday Football Super Show. Deb Whitkus will join us from Los Angeles, and we'll talk top 10 picks and a whole lot more with the NFL draft. Let's make it official, and we move to 8 a.m. beginning tomorrow. Let's make it official.
I'll adjust my alarm for it.
I'll adjust mine as well. I will adjust mine as well. So we're just gonna do this thing. We're just gonna do this thing. I'll pick my daughter up early, and we make the adjustment. Okay, let's get back to business. Now, I must make an admission that I didn't want to make, but I have to make it because, doggone it, I hate when my heater goes out. I've had so many people ask me, why are you cold all the time? I take blood thinners.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on Lovenox. So I need the constant heat. That's why we're moving west here in about a year. Okay, back to business. I don't want to make this admission out loud, but I have to. I have to say it. I was perusing social media while I was in wound care this morning.
What have we told you about that?
I know.
No good can happen from that.
Yeah, I know. I know it. But I found something that I don't even know how to say it.
The moronic republic of Cowboy Nation done lost some brain cells?
A ton. I'm not holding this till I'm going to couple this tomorrow and Friday. I'm going to couple this tomorrow and I'm going to bring this back tomorrow and Friday.
Victor's going to have a field day with this.
Damn right. Damn right. Because a fellow who thought he knows. Oh, doggone it. I'm going to have to find it. Who is this fool? Live research, folks.
I got you covered because I found it since you posted it to me.
You found it?
Joe Bradford.
That's him. That's him. All right, let's make an adjustment on the fly. Do me a favor and shoot me a screenshot of what he said. I don't want to reveal it yet because I want y'all to see it.
Give me just a split second here.
This is live on the air, folks. We're making adjustments as we go, and we're having fun doing it. Ryan McCarthy, what'd I tell you about that? Yes, I know. I was in my doctor's office. I was at wound care this morning. I had to do something while I was getting my legs rewrapped, because I get them rewrapped twice a week while they are healing from the ulcers I had on them. Oh, by the way, Dell, I'm coming back from that too. And a toe amputation, and I'm still kicking.
I got it resent to you.
All right, sweet. Because y'all need to see this. Okay? Bring a book next time. I can't. I'll fall asleep.
Sometimes sleep is better than this bull.
Man. Oh, boy. Where did I put it? Dang it. All right. Oh, that's what happened. Like I said, we're making adjustments on the fly. This is our last show at this time. Come here. Now, I want y'all to read this very, very carefully. And while we're frying up the hot seat and repairing it from the ass whooping I gave Delbert Yates, take a look at that.
Youch.
It reads, quote, put Dak Prescott on the San Francisco 49ers and he'd be a Super Bowl champion. Hashtag Purdy is overrated. I wish I was making this up. I firmly wish I was making this up.
Gotta be kidding me.
Dude, I wish I was. I wish I was kidding you. But I sent you the evidence as soon as I got it.
Yeah, and I still got the exact same reaction.
Me too.
How in the world?
Purdy is overrated.
You want to tell me how the hell Dak would even fit into the San Fran offense?
He won't. I'll answer that question. He won't. He's not fit. He's not fit to run an offense. There, I said it out loud. He's not fit to run an offense, man.
I don't know what's worse, this or Braun's sexual confession you got coming later.
Don't get me started.
I'm just saying.
I know. Don't get me started. Because y'all are dumb. Okay?
Severely.
Y'all are dumb as hell. You moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation members. I nearly coupled it.
Thinking Dak Prescott's good enough to replace Brock Purdy? What? Who's smoking what in that presidential meeting?
That ain't a presidential meeting. That's a meeting of stupidity.
Ugh.
I can't believe I saw that.
Makes two of us.
I can't believe I saw that. I sent it to you, I sent it to Victor, and I sent it to Cole. And I'm going to send it to a couple of other people. Because
I know Victor's going to love to go off on this one tomorrow.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. No, check that. LeBron James running the NBA is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. What the was that?
I don't know.
Let me try again. Joe Bradford, what the was that?
I have seen
What
some
the actual. Let me do it the way Urinating Tree did it on a miracle play by the Raiders. Excuse me. What the what the what the actual Yeah, I said it. What the actual
Yep. Yep.
You know what, big dog? You first. Sit down, Joe Bradford. Fry his ass.
Thank God the hot seat's brought to us by Strickland Propane. Tastes the heat, not the meat. We need it with everyone's ass we're frying today.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, Joe. Where to begin with you? Dak Prescott in San Francisco. No. God, no. Hell to the no. Honestly, no. Please, just shut up. No. Just shut up. Dak Prescott can't run an offense to begin with, let alone thinking he's going to try to run a West Coast style offense that San Fran has.
With the team that originated the West Coast offense in 1979.
He would get sacked more than a 5-pound bag of potatoes. You really think Dak would stand a chance in San Francisco? He'd get replaced by Purdy anyway. Saying Brock Purdy is overrated? No. If Brock Purdy was overrated, Paul Heyman wouldn't have been his hype guy.
Thank you.
Shout out to the Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm. And well deserved.
Very much so. People seem to think I've got a lot of those same qualities, but that's neither here nor there. Point being, I have seen some absolutely stupid takes on social media, mainly involving a dude wearing purple and gold and rocking the 23.
Mm-hmm.
But this has got to be by far one of the absolute most moronic takes I have ever seen. And that says something. Dude, do yourself a favor. Climb back in that little hole you got in the moronic republic there of Cowboy Nation. Sit down, shut up, and enjoy the mediocrity you guys have in the NFC East. Trust me, even if Dak does go, you guys still don't stand a chance against Philadelphia. So, Joe, you might want to get some aloe vera, dude. You just got burned.
All right. My turn. Time for me to cook. And I'll keep this short. Joe Bradford, you're an idiot. To actually fix your fingers to type out that statement, and it may be a troll statement, and if it is, I'll retract the idiot word from my sentence, but I'm not retracting the rest of this. You are absolutely out of your freaking mind to think Dak Prescott is good enough to run an offense, let alone the West Coast offense, which was originated in San Francisco and borrowed by every other team in the league. Dak Prescott is not even a good quarterback, and they paid him for what? I'll repeat my sentence. Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback, and they paid him for what? You're crazy. You're crazy. You're nuts. You understand that? You're nuts. To think you actually said that. Dak Prescott is mediocre at best. Okay? Dak Prescott is mediocre at best. Brock Purdy is an elite quarterback. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me look in your eyes and say it again. Brock Purdy is an elite quarterback. He went up against the elite of the elite in Patrick Mahomes. Oh, and by the way, those two will tangle in New Orleans in February. And then they'll tangle at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara in 2 years. So next February, Purdy and Mahomes will meet up again, and this time Purdy will get the job done. The year after that, Purdy and Mahomes will meet up in Santa Clara, and Purdy will wow the home crowd with a 400-yard performance in the Super Bowl. Not the first one, I know, but. And then the year after that, they'll meet again, and both will throw for 400 yards. Like Nick Foles and Tom Brady nearly did. With 884 combined passing yards. See, what you seem to miss, Joe Bradford, is that the elite of the elite make it to the Super Bowl, and Dak Prescott ain't him. Period. So why don't you just crawl back into the hole that you were living in and leave us real football fans alone? Because obviously you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Now beat it. Are we doing good or what?
If Dak Prescott wanted to be elite, he'd be better off signing with Tony Khan in Jacksonville.
Oh, dear God.
And I don't mean the football team either.
No. And I know the exact team you're talking about.
Exactly.
Man.
That's the only way he would be elite.
Exactly. Because elite and Dak Prescott do not belong in the same sentence at all.
Nope.
At all. How about this one? You like this setup here?
I like that.
Okay. I got a couple things to correct, and I'll correct them here. All right, let's take 2 minutes. When we come back, the Lakers lost to my Golden State Warriors. And I'll tell you why Golden State is the most dangerous team in the Western Conference.
Let's get it.
Back after this.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pistol 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Down the stretch we come on this wacky Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning, and I want to thank everybody that has been patient with us while I get all this together. And you're going to see a couple of news sets pop up. The background's going to go through a transition, but I'm loving every part of what we're putting together so far. And I want to thank Cole Johnson. See, Cole deserves a lot of love and a lot of flowers. Because
he does.
He didn't have to accept my offer of being executive producer, and now he's got his own morning show that he'll premiere on April 29th called The Morning Shift, and Snowman Multimedia is going to run that show right after mine. Man, I love you, Cole Johnson, very much. I mean it. You didn't have to befriend me. You didn't have to accept me. You didn't have to do any damn thing. But you did. But you did.
Mm-hmm.
I owe you a lot of love, Cole Johnson, and a lot of thanks for helping me to persevere personally, for helping my show, and showing me the blueprint. I'm so excited to see The Morning Shift when it premieres. And I'm already committed with Snowman Multimedia and WJKS to run your show on my network. Yes, I said the correct word, network. Because there are going to be a couple of more stations that are going to premiere. All online, all searchable, and all audience related. So, Cole Johnson, thank you, my brother. I love you so much. And when I get everything reorganized with Snowman in the Morning, the Sports Drive, and the Brian Snow Show, I will make sure that you will be one of the first to have access for your production expertise. I thank you, and I love you, Cole Johnson. I mean it. This show wouldn't be as organized as it is without him. End of story.
True.
End of story. All right. Speaking of stories, the Lakers are writing a bad one.
Yeah, they are.
They lost last night 134-120 to my beloved Golden State Warriors. In short, the Warriors kicked their ass.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Dropping 26 three-point field goals last night. 26.
That doesn't surprise me because LA doesn't exactly have perimeter defense.
29 is the NBA record, but what does this say? First of all, what does this say about the Lakers as they fall into the 9 slot?
They could potentially fall all the way down to 10 with 2 games to play.
Mm-hmm.
Considering right now between Phoenix and Golden State, not 7 through 10, is only a 2-game spread.
Yeah, only 2 games. And we talked about it yesterday. There could be an outside chance, and it's a very big outside chance, that Golden State could leapfrog everybody into that 7 spot.
Well, they could. They'd still have to play their way in, but it would at least be a more favorable matchup.
Mm-hmm. They
Because
get one win and they're in the playoffs.
Exactly. Because you got to look at the fact that in the West, Minnesota, Denver, Oklahoma, the Clippers, and the Mavericks have all clinched.
Yep.
The Pelicans all but clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Because they still have to deal with the Phoenix Suns. And that could get interesting as well. Because if the Suns go on a 2-game run and the Pelicans even drop one, that could get decisive.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
So the West and the play-in games are still relatively questionable.
And I will say this right now, and I said this during our pre-show meeting, the most dangerous team right now is the Golden State Warriors. Because now, with the cloud of Draymond Green somewhat being lifted, and I say somewhat, because we know he can act a fool at any time, but he's so important to this team. But it wouldn't surprise me that he either called it a career or he went somewhere else next year.
Problem is, who would take him?
Yeah. But I am proud of the way they have rallied.
Right.
I am proud of the way they have rallied because they could have easily mailed it in. And right now, the Golden State Warriors are the most dangerous team in the West. Why? It seems they have gotten their act together, which is frightening. After the performance I saw last night, and yeah, people are going to say, "Well, it's against the Lakers." Yeah, we kicked LeBron's ass. How do you like them apples?
It has been a long time since LeBron has been looking at the mountain from this far down.
And it's going to get even worse. It's going to get even worse. Let's take a look at it from the Lakers side. How fast do the Lakers need to cut bait with LeBron? How fast?
They already should have, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah, you're right. They should have, but they didn't.
And doesn't help with Glass Davis being injured more often than not.
Again. Does that not? That should frighten Laker Nation right now. And you know who they're going to make to be the scapegoat for all of this? Take a guess.
Everybody but LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Not only that, yeah, well, you're right. Everybody but LeBron and Anthony Davis. But the one person who's going to be the biggest scapegoat of all is going to be Darvin Ham.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be Darvin Ham.
It's a running gag at this point with Anthony Davis. I'm looking up what's going on and still listed as day-to-day.
Just put him on the injured list and be done. Just say he's not going to play again. Because right now, he's too chicken to play. I said it. I'll say it again. Anthony Davis is too chicken to play.
He was out yesterday due to a headache and nausea.
And Michael Jordan played with the flu. Next. There you go. How's that?
Yep.
Let me say it again. Michael Jordan played with the flu. Next.
Exactly. And it doesn't get any easier for the Lakers because they have the Grizzlies and the Pelicans on the road.
And both of them can beat the Lakers. Are very beatable. Both of them can beat the Lakers.
Yep.
If y'all haven't tried a caramel mocha coffee, please do.
Right. Now, my biggest question when it comes to this is the following.
And
Does anybody have anything in the West to compete with the Kings of the East, the Boston Celtics?
Yes.
Who do you got?
Golden State.
You think that they're going to go on that big of a tear?
They're the most dangerous team in the West right now. They may be in the play-in round, but I've seen a team go from the play-in to the World Championship Series. I've seen it happen. I've seen a team. Listen to me, man. I've seen a team go from the play-in to the World Championship Series. That would be the Miami Heat. So don't count the reason I'm picking Golden State, even though it may not end up that way, and it probably won't end up this way. I want y'all to keep this in mind. Experience. Experience is the best teacher. Just ask the Detroit Lions.
Well, the one thing I will say to counteract that is a record right now of 35-3, the home record of the Celtics.
They had a good home record 2 years ago. And we beat them twice in the Garden. No, let me say it right. To please you, we beat them twice in the Garden.
The Garden.
It ain't the original Garden. I know that.
Nope, it ain't.
It ain't the Boston Garden that you see from the train.
Nope.
Pulling into the station as 14,890 rushed into Boston Garden to see the old school Celtics play.
The original parquet.
Yes. Sick Diggy joining us from Norway says Anthony Davis had a hangover apparently. Why are we not surprised? Headache and nausea. Duh. You stupid fool.
Drink a couple of monsters, you'll be all right.
Not you, Anthony, but Anthony Davis.
hey, Davis, drink a couple of monsters, you'll be all right.
You don't want to do that. Well, we want to do that to him because he won't play any further. He also adds good morning. He also adds good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Same to you, my friend. But I love the fact that the Lakers are struggling right now.
They've got LeBron. They deserve it.
He was brought, you know what?
He was brought in to try to save the team, and all he's done is destroy it.
You know what? We're going to team up on this one.
Okay.
And we keep the Cole Johnson, we're keeping the tradition alive. Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you forever and ever. Amen. Now let's get it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Oh, this ought to be good.
There were so many bronzexuals that came after me. So damn many.
Oh, boy.
And all they were saying was, look at what LeBron is doing at age 39. Give me this button here. To all you bronzexuals that just want to praise LeBron and not criticize him, shut the up. Seriously. Shut the absolute up. While I'm testing something. That's what I figured. Okay. Go back. That's the only problem I got to fix. I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
I'll worry about that later. Shut the actual damn it. Shut the actual up. Matter of fact, I throw a you on top of it.
Here we go.
Why don't y'all have the nerve to say LeBron fucking sucks? Okay?
Because it's common sense.
We know. You and I know that.
Yeah, but the idiots don't.
No, they don't. Just, I'll say it again. Shut the actual up. Why don't y'all have the balls to say LeBron fucking sucks? Add to that, LeBron has fucking sucked for 20 years.
True.
Why won't you add to that his son is fucking worse?
But it's Braun.
You think I actually give 2/5 of a half of a flying that it's LeBron?
That's the difference. We know better. They don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're bronsexuals. They can't help it by having LeBron's in their mouth. Find the lie.
There ain't one to be found.
It just makes me sometimes say,
what in the all types of blue hell
are you thinking? You moron.
That's the problem. They aren't thinking.
You just want to give them a couple of
Tiger uppercut
in sound only, not in actual life, but in sound only. Just give them a okay, let me correct that. Give them a couple of verbal
Tiger uppercut,
and you're good.
Yeah, but the problem is it'll never sink in.
No, it won't. Damn it.
And what's going to be worse is after he retires, they're just going to double down.
Which frightens the daylights out of me.
You and me both.
Which frightens the absolute freaking daylights out of me.
Yeah.
Because it ain't fair.
No, it's not. It's really not.
It ain't fair, damn it.
No, you'd think they'd go away, but they won't. They're just going to double down on everything, and it's going to make things even more interesting to the point where, God help me, there sometimes I wish GTA was real.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just testing a few settings here before I get to my graphic creation. Before I get into graphic creation mode when we sign off. But back to business.
I'm not sure we want to. Yeah.
These people just can get it. They don't get it, man.
And they won't quit either.
No, they just. Greg Gumbel said it in 1990 when Loyola Marymount played Michigan at Long Beach, California. They just don't quit.
Nope. And it's only going to get worse.
They just don't quit.
Because when the kids grow up and they want to see somebody they think is great, what do you think the bronsexuals are going to do? They're going to show them clips of LeBron. And then those of us that are old enough to remember Michael in the heyday, this guy included, yes, here in Maine, we even got WGN, so I watched all the home games for the Chicago Bulls.
In the stadium.
Yep.
In Chicago Stadium before they moved to the United Center. And I've had a chance to see the King play in both arenas. I've had the wonderful opportunity to not only see his airness, but I met his airness. when his son was playing for Whitney Young. When his son Marcus was playing for Whitney Young. Excuse me a moment.
You want to know what's crazy about all of that?
What's that?
Even being a NASCAR team owner, he's still got that look in his eyes of the competitiveness.
That ain't going anywhere.
I've seen those sunglasses off, and I've seen that look in his eyes at the track, and it is frightening still.
Yeah.
And he's
going
over
to 60 now. That ain't going on. That competitive spirit ain't going away. This competitive spirit ain't going away either, because I want this show and this network to be the king of all networks, which means when the money starts coming in, we're buying all their asses up.
I'm in.
Anybody remember the movie The Secret of My Success? All we got to do is get financed, and I know that we will, and we'll buy all their asses.
Let's do it.
And then move to one location. Back to the Bronzexuals. Hear me and hear me well. Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar share the kingdom. LeBron is a pauper. No, he's a jester. He is a court jester. He doesn't belong, man. He never has belonged. He never will belong. I mean, what more do you have to look at? No, I retract that question, because I know some Bronzexual is going to give me an answer.
You know that movie Shrek, when they were doing the whole wedding scene and they had that guy writing on the cue cards, telling the crowd what to do? That's LeBron James. That's LeBron.
Yeah. I'll say it again. Why don't people have the balls to say LeBron sucks and has sucked for 20 years?
We just did.
I've said it all the time. I worked at Cedar Point. I worked at Cedar Point when he showed up, and the sumbitch didn't even say hi. And you had all these kids following an 18-year-old like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Man, sliced bread is better than LeBron. Man, sliced bread. I tell you what, LeBron don't hold a candle to some of the things that I've seen over the years. Kobe with 81, the key assist to Ron Artest for a back-breaking 3 in the finals. Man, LeBron can't hold a candle to some of the players I've seen come through.
Kobe and Shaq in the 2000 series.
Let me go back to when I started watching, because my first favorite player of all time, my first favorite player was a fellow by the name of Julius Erving. Matter of fact, let me pull that up right now. I will show you Bronzexuals, and it's my pleasure to do so. My first ever favorite player, if this thing will act right. And yeah, you know how technology is, and there's a piece of technology I can't wait for you to send me so I can get this into my daughter's shop and have fun.
I'm just waiting for the right time to get it over.
I understand. Let me show y'all something. Or as Jim Carrey would say, let me show you something.
Alrighty then.
Exactly. Y'all, you Bronzexuals do not do your research at all. At all.
They do their research. It's just on LeBron stats and nobody else's.
My first favorite player of all time was this man.
The defensive Cooper brings it over to James Worthy. Worthy against Malone. Pass is deflected. Going to be stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk. And yet another Laker turnover.
Back in the Philly Forum.
Back at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. when it mattered.
Yep.
Let me say it again. When it mattered. And it mattered.
Definitely.
At that time, it mattered. These bronzesexuals are so stupid.
Not wrong there.
These bronzesexuals are dumb as hell. And I will continue to say it. All right, these bronzesexuals are dumb as hell.
They remind me a lot of Wario from Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I just went there.
I'm a Wario, and I'm going to win. No, you're not. Shut up, Wario.
I had to go there today.
There's a ton of bronzesexuals, and you're right. They remind me of Wario. A fake, a fraud. A fraud. Damn it. LeBron has been a fraud for 20 years. You understand me?
Oh, yeah.
LeBron has been an absolute freaking fraud for 20 years. 21 years. 22 if you count the year he was on ESPN ruling everything. Every time St. Vincent St. Mary came on, I turned the channel.
Right.
Because it wasn't basketball. He's not a basketball player. He never was a basketball player, you fool. I said it, and I mean it. He was never a basketball player. Once again, here's the introduction of my first ever favorite basketball player.
And University of Mass chosen number 6, Julius Erving.
Oh, y'all didn't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. Or the late great Dave Zinkoff. He said,
chosen number 6, Julius Erving.
And that was the Sixer team that had Andrew Toney, Maurice Cheeks, Moses Malone, and Bobby Jones.
They ran the East outside of the Celtics.
They and the Celtics. They ruled the 80s up until the Pistons came along in 1988.
The bad boys of Detroit.
Yep. Who I respect the hell out of now. Hated them as a fan, but also as a fan, I recognize, hey, these guys play some damn good basketball. And they figure out your weakness and they take advantage of it.
That, and they weren't afraid to get into it if they had to.
They were not afraid at all. They were not afraid at all, man.
They'd all be suspended in this day and age's league.
And it would be unfair.
Yep.
And it would be totally unfair. It would be totally unfair.
Yeah, it would.
Now, before we get the hell up out of here for the day, I want these bronzesexuals to remember something. I want these bronzesexuals to remember a couple of things. All right? Because apparently they don't get what we had.
Nope.
They don't get what we had when basketball was fun to watch.
Yeah. 100 points a game was actually something to actually behold. Nowadays, it's like you had an off night and you scored 100.
I still don't understand how that happens.
Neither do I.
I'm going to play a couple, and we're running over here, and I know that, but I got to get this. I got to get this here. Listen, while LeBron was supposedly running the league, let me take y'all back to 2004. If it'll come up here. Those bad boys. The bad boys of 2004, coached by Larry Brown. Y'all remember them? Huh?
The Pacers.
That series was something else.
The Malice at the Palace.
Which ruined the NBA in its
It
current
did.
state. It ruined it.
did.
It ruined the NBA in its current state. The Malice at the Palace. Let me get my button here. I'm going to say something that nobody else wants to say. That they want to try to sweep this incident under the rug. I'm not going.
Well, looks like we might have lost the snowman here. This is what happens when we go live technology and everything goes sideways. Go figure. But the Malice at the Palace legitimately ruined the NBA.
You know, in 2003, and thank you, Shane, for covering for me. In 2003 and 2004, LeBron James and the Malice at the Palace f***ed up the NBA for good.
Yeah, it did.
The Splash Brothers tried to rescue it, but we kept getting LeBron shoved in our face and down our throat and up our ass.
Blame a 4-letter network for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yo Kang ruined the NBA with his style of play, whatever you want to call it. We've never seen anyone do what LeBron has done at 39. I saw a 40-year-old man put up 51 points against his old team. And I'm talking about Michael Jordan. I'm talking about Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
That was a pretty special game for him.
Yeah, it was.
How about
How
about for an encore on top of that? In his last performance, Kobe putting up 60.
Never forget it.
Against Utah.
Against the Utah Jazz. 60 of their 101 points were scored by Kobe Bryant.
Including Kobe going off, I think, for the last 15 consecutive.
Yep. Let's see. Man, we could go all day.
We could.
But we can't.
That's why we got to save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to save it. Doggone but there was an intro I wanted to. There was an intro I wanted to find, and I can't find the damn thing.
So how about we put the bow on this one and say to all them damn bronzexuals who think Yo Kang is all that in a bag of chips, get out our faces, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you and we love you. We'll be back tomorrow with a 4-hour mega show, which is going to become the norm. For the big dog, I'm the Snowman. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. We're out of here. See you tomorrow. 8 a.m. is our start time. Don't forget. See you tomorrow. Don't forget, a full 4 tomorrow. See you then.